Hey, Jesse here once again with the 10% move. If you if you like this type of content, please hit the like button and subscribe. Before we move any further, I'd like to to let you know that I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a regular guy here on the internet who took $3,000 and is putting it on the stock market as an experiment and basically to see what happens, and then documenting my journey for you to be entertained and for educational purposes. And the way I'm doing this is by going to the NASDAQ 100 and selecting three stocks that I think are going to make a move within the next 7 to 10 days. I mean, 7 to 20 days, and usually a month, and then documenting that. So far, they have all been on point, and we have been successful. So that's for you to watch, not for you to follow. Okay, do your own research. All right. So with that out of the way, I have to say that I have been following these three stocks: Broadcom, Apple, and Google. And I have talked about Broadcom and Apple already in past videos. And right now I'm going to talk about Google, which is the same stock that I talked about on my previous video. But today it is necessary to talk about this stock because we experienced a great move today due to the rate cut. The rates cut today of the Fed, and also Google published or uh, let people know about the earnings, which beat expectations by a big margin. And also, we can say that those factors or catalysts have prompted or caused Google to go up significantly. Like as you see down there, we had set up a 10% target, but we have gone over that by a lot. So we are at 17.67% today. And that is the reason why we decided to come up with this video, even though it's not a Sunday, because of the uh, of the of the event of this stock going so high. Now the question is the following: should we sell and get out of the position right now, since we already have gotten our 10%, which was the target? And the reason, the answer to that is we will see. We need to analyze the situation once again to see if it is worth staying on the stock or leaving. Because if we leave the stock and it turns out that there is still steam and there's still leg to run, then we may probably regret that. And why analyze another stock for a 10% when we may probably get that 10% right here if we keep analyzing this? So that is the reason for this video before we get out of the stock. Okay. Now, what can we see on Google at this point? Well, we can see that Google has a solid bullish trend still. And according to the Linear Regression Channel, we can see that there is some strength, some level of strength on the run up. And when we look at the 20 EMA, it is over the $67, which is an indicator that let us know that the stock is not exhausted yet. Now, the momentum is strong, but it's not exhausted, just like I said. And the RSI, when you look at the RSI, that's what the RSI indicates, because it is at 62.9. All right, it's nowhere near 70. Now, when we go to the indicators that I use, I'm going to break them down, all of them: the linear regression channel, the 20 EMA, the RSI, and the volume. When it comes to the linear regression channel, we see that the price is hogging the upper rail, and that is a positive for the stock. The 20 EMA is over $167, just like I said, and that actually indicates a strong dynamic, indicates support. And I would stay on the stock as long as it is above the 20 EMA, which is the case right now. It's way above that. Now the RSI at 63 is way below 70. So I would be watching when it is around 67 to 70 in that range to see if there's an opportunity to get out, but not yet. Now, when it comes to the volume, it has a moderate increase during the recent green candles that we had, and that indicates that people are joining, they're jumping on the stock instead of leaving. There's no sell-offs here. Now, if I was not on the stock and I wanted to get in, then there are some entry zone that I would utilize. For example, the 168 to 171. That's where I would place my trade. But we are we're far away from that. And if I was to enter the stock at that price, then my target of 10% would be at around 188, 190, which is where we are right now. So I would have to, if I was not on the stock right now, I would have to wait until the stock pulls back drastically to 168 or 171, around that range, and then wait until it comes back to where I am. But thankfully, I am on the stock since it was 148, so that is a plus. Now, I usually set up a stop loss. This time I did not, but if I was not on the stock, I would definitely set a stop loss on this one since it has already run significantly. So a stop loss, I think, would be very beneficial in this case. Now, when it comes to the confidence that I have to get a 10% plus from now within the next 7 to 20 days from now, the confidence is around 65 to 70%. If I was not on the stock, I already did what I had to do. I already got my 10%. But if I was to enter the stock, then that would be the probability. The momentum is high and the risk is moderate, like so. Now, there are some insightful notes that I would like to share, and it's that the channel slope and the EMA spread, they're both suggesting an acceleration. And this is not like the blow off top yet. We're not topping it. It's just accelerating, which is a good thing. Now, the RSI could briefly like overextend into the 70s and then get a minor pullback after that. But after 70, that's where I would be watching because that could be an opportunity to exit. Now, as long as the price is above the 167, there's no reason to exit, and we are way above that. Okay, so the breakout occurred around the 175 to 176, and that's what took us to 185 plus, and we are now at 191, and who knows if we're gonna move higher. That's why I'm staying on the stock. Now, yeah, and that's my goal. I am staying on the stock for as long as I still see potential. And like I said, this is my play. I'm doing this, and this is for entertainment and educational purposes. Do your own research. Don't suggest any of this. But there you have it. Thank you very much for staying all the way up until here. If you like this type of content, please hit the like button and subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell button so that way you don't miss anything every time that I come online. Because, for example, I usually go online live on Sundays, and today this was not programmed. But since the stock actually made this move, it was necessary for me to come here and analyze the stock and then give my take on whether to stay or not. Right, so hit that notification bell button so that you don't miss anything. All right, so as of right now, thank you once again very much for watching and staying here, and I'll catch you on the next one.